Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today we've got an interesting one. We're going to go over the XRP rich list. Again, I love doing these on a regular basis. I'm going to try and do them probably every 2 to 3 months. I think the last time I did this was actually before Christmas. We've got a Ripple executive now talking of, about what the next sector in this crypto space is basically going to boom, which is very fascinating. It involves real world utility. Okay. We've got the pro crypto lawyer mulling over suing the NYDFS over Ripple's XRP removal from the green list, which is interesting as well. Bitcoin is set for a monster rally as Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy sets to purchase a lot of Bitcoin right here. $700 million notes sale could thrust Bitcoin to 100K. So he's literally buying up that much Bitcoin trying to compete with BlackRock, which again, I honestly think he's going to do anyway. Yes, Bitcoin has crashed, but the ETFs have bought up $600 million, which is wild. We've got the spot Bitcoin ETF market as well, surging $800 million in daily inflows. So on the one hand, you've got, a massive price correction because of some idiot that basically decided to sell on the entire crypto market. On the other side of that as well, you've got all of these exchange traded funds that are actually buying up a lot of Bitcoin. There is actually not enough Bitcoin for them. The over-the-counter or, OTC people that actually sell Bitcoin, all of these exchanges, they're going to be starting to run out of Bitcoin pretty soon, especially coming up to the halving event as well, where it's going from 900 Bitcoin per day to 450 Bitcoin per day. How can anyone actually predict that this is going to go down in value? There is too much demand and not enough supply. And when that happens, the price traditionally goes up. And again, we've got an interesting one here, but Swiss block analyst predicting a 70K Bitcoin price target. Very, very interesting as well. And there are some updates in relation to Solana. We're going to get through this as well as my 3 commas trading bots on OKX. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Let's get into it. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, if you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there. Turn on that little bell notification as well, because as you can see right there, I just pushed my own video. I love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are getting freaking insane in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen. Do that. Make sure you give it a good thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. All right, formalities are out of the way. Straight to community tab. Top altcoins in my portfolio earlier today. We had Reserve Rights, we had Near Protocol, AGIX, we had CFX, and Pitbull. Pitbull was just a gamble with a friend of mine, so don't go FOMOing into that too hard. Anyway, let's go to CoinMarketCap today. Looking at the statistics, pretty crazy. We've got $2.5 trillion in total market cap. Which is ridiculous. It's just mind-blowing to think that this early on in a bull market, we're already hitting that $3 trillion mark. Really, really nice. There's $160 billion in volume. Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 52. Fear and greed index is sitting at 88. So we've become a little bit less greedy over the last couple of days. Bitcoin sitting at $66,626. Now, I've been seeing a lot of analysts today, a lot of technical analysis, and in my opinion, it's just everyone's opinion with technical analysis, but we could see the price stagnate over the next couple of weeks. Not that I'm worried. I've got my trading bots working for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Ethereum's at $3,790. Solana's at $140, up 6.4%. Guys, I bought this when it collapsed with FTX and have rode that wave for like 12 months now. And yeah, it's pretty incredible stuff. XRP, again, there's some bullish updates about that. We're going to get into that in a second. 62 cents. And again, this is my portfolio. I'm not going to go through them all because there's too many, but Hedera's at 13 cents. Immutable X, $3.28. I'm bullish on that. XLM is at 14 cents. Scrolling down, Quant is at $128. XDC at 4 cents as well. Bullish Casper at 4 cents. Alluvium 114. Alluvium in the previous bull market, just putting this out there, right? Look at this. I mean, it's nuts when you think about this. This was a $1,000 asset, US. Crazy. Moving on, ladies and gents, let's get to it. XYO, I'm bullish on. Again, this is still undervalued in my opinion. It is 1 cent. And I've been dollar cost averaging in this. I got into it very early in the pennies. And again, some other bullish coins here. Again, that is all in the Wall Street Bull University. Go join up. Now, moving on to that, excuse me. Again, I do have my official Patreon page, which is linked below. I put up on my buys, sells, trades, indicators, news before I go live on the channel. All of my 3 commas trading bot setups on OKX. Everything is in the Wall Street Bull University, as well as my dividend investing. So go check it out. It's an awesome community. I love speaking with everybody in there. I put up some videos today in relation to OKX. And I'm going to tell you about that in a second. So go join up. I've kept it at $5 a month. That's $8.50. When you think about it, some of the profits that people have made, it's absolutely wild. So go join up. You will not regret it. Now I want to go to 3 commas. Now again, 3 commas for me has been working flat out, like have not stopped. I've got about 73 trading bots running at the moment. And, obviously the last 48 hours, have seen some significant liquidations in the market, right? I'm not going to lie. I did get liquidated out of a couple of positions. But this is what happens when you trade cryptocurrencies. When you get massive market movements, yeah, things get pretty wild, especially when you're trading with leverage. However, on the flip side to that, I do have my spot trading set up. And on the spot market, you don't get liquidated. Essentially, it's just staying in there and just taking profit as the price of the crypto asset that you buy goes up in value. So it's doing that automatically. And I did that as a hedge against the liquidations. I also have the multi-bot set up, trading all the perpetual contracts on OKX with 15x leverage. I've got my layer 1 coins here. I've got the motherload bot that I've set up. All of these are in the Patreon University down below. And of course, I've got my single pairs trading with 15x leverage. And, this is what happens when you trade with leverage. You do get liquidated. But today, we're in profit. So the link for 3 commas is down below. Go check it out. Having a look today, we're up $290, which is crazy. That liquidation the other day did hurt a lot, but we're slowly coming back into profit. Still up on the week, $1,700. Now on the month, we're still up $7,788. That is mind-blowing in itself. I mean, I know a lot of people that wouldn't even make that in a month. So it's remarkable technology and it's bullish. Now, again, I just want to give you an update on OKX. I put this up in the Wall Street Bull University this morning. They have opened up an exchange office here in Australia, and ASIC has obviously clamped down on those regulations. So we, people that use OKX, will have to register as wholesale clients, which is interesting. So that may have an impact on our leverage trading with OKX. But again, it happened with Binance in Australia as well, but I can still trade with leverage on Binance. I had to KYC. Excuse me, and they put a limit on the leverage or margin trading of up to, I think I checked the other day, it was about 10x. So you can maximum 10x on any asset, which is annoying. So I'm keeping a close eye on that. That is due to take effect on the 20th of March this month. So keep an eye out for that. I'm getting a lot of questions about it. But they're not closing down the exchange. They're just simply getting compliant with the regulatory authorities here in Australia. Anyway, I'm still going hard as anything on OKX. Very, very bullish, all right? I've got 105 open orders with 55 positions. Very, very bullish stuff. And again, we're up like nearly $290 today, which, for me, I was originally doing that and was completely happy with that. But when it started going parabolic, making $1,800 to $2,000 a day was just mind-blowing. But again, that comes with the risk of liquidations. Anyway, that's as real as it gets. Go join up to the Wall Street Bull University, not regret it. On the hour, we're starting to peak up now, which is really nice as well. On the day, again, we've got some big gainers like Singularity NET, 25%, which is crazy. We have FET up 39% as well, $2.72. We've got Render, 33% right here at $9.66. And again, our favorite coins, are still incredibly undervalued. We are still early in this bull market, right? Moving on to the XRP rich list. I do check this all the time to see what's going on here. But to be in the top 10%, you need to be holding 3,197 XRP. roughly at this price point at 60 cents or whatever it is at the moment, it's around about $3,000. So there you go. That's how much. If you're going to be in the top, 3 or 2%, you need to be holding well over 30,000. And again, if you're going to be 1%, 60,000. Pretty crazy when you see that. The wallet addresses also are increasing. Now, going back to September 2022, 4.7 million wallets right here. You can see on the screen. It's a bit hard for me to zoom in, actually. Let's do this. Now we can see it. 4.8 million wallets. It's just steadily increasing. I mean, as at the 8th of March this year, guys, 5 million wallet addresses. So we are increasing. Very, very bullish for the XRP army. Now, this is a news article I want to get into because I think it's fascinating, all right? Now, again, you've got why Ripple sees the cross-border payments as the next crypto chapter. Now, look at this. But everyone has an opinion on XRP. Of course they do. But how does Ripple think about itself? In an exclusive interview, we're talking about Brad Chase here, Ripple's head of liquidity products, to figure out how much the future looks from liquidity management to decentralization to artificial intelligence or AI. And this is crazy. I want to get into this, but the key takeaways, just to get through this quickly, but the $130 trillion cross-border payment market is a major target for blockchain improvements. Unbelievable. The challenge lies with attracting liquidity from traditional finance to the crypto space. Now we're going to see interesting things right here. Ripple already uses artificial intelligence. We've got ML to forecast customer demand for assets and optimize trade-offs for cost reduction. Big, big things. And what are the next trends? We've got tokenizing real-world assets, standardized on and off ramps, identity and compliance solutions are crucial for mainstream adoption. Real-world asset tokenization is, in my opinion, something that's going to blow everybody away, because once things start moving onto the blockchain, it's just going to change the world forever. One of those is obviously real estate. The other one is the stock market. Everything's going to be moving onto the blockchain. It's incredible as well. It's absolutely incredible. I can't wait for that to happen. We've got a pro-crypto lawyer suing the NYDFS over Ripple's removal of the green list. Now, that happened not long ago as well. But the NYDFS has refused to produce a single document in response to the FOIL or FOIL request last week, which is interesting. And I initiated administrative appeal decisions to the DFS, Murphy tweeted. Now, this is James Murphy, Meta lawman, who's pushing for this as well. And he goes, my next step will be to sue the DFS in the New York State Court to press my request for transparency around the DFS decision to delist XRP after the Judge Torres ruling that the token is not a security. So it's very, very interesting to see what's happening there. Anyway, we're still waiting for the SEC, but they're just delaying everything and just... Anyway, thinking long-term with this as well. This is probably the biggest news today. Michael Saylor literally is preparing to buy a significant amount of Bitcoin, like a lot of Bitcoin. And he proposes to buy, from proceeds of $700 million in convertible notes, which is basically like he's raising capital. The MicroStrategy announced on the March 5th that it plans to offer a private sale of $600 million worth of convertible senior notes with intentions of using the funds to acquire more Bitcoin. He just wants to buy more Bitcoin. And I believe he's around the 190,000 mark, whereas BlackRock has some stupid amount of over 200,000 Bitcoin now, which is just crazy when you think about that in just a little over a month. That is a lot of Bitcoin. But the ETFs are buying up a significant amount whilst the market is fearful. This is what people need to understand. When everyone's fearful and freaking out, these institutions are buying your Bitcoin. Please understand that. Anyway, yes, we've got the spot Bitcoin ETF market has $800 million in daily inflows amongst all the chaos as well. Now, moving on to this one, but Solana is interesting. Binance paused Solana withdrawals, and I did get a few messages about this as well, but they are set to resume by the end of the week, and Solana's price remains stable despite the halt and amid Binance broader platform adjustments. So they will be allowing withdrawals of Solana. If you haven't got your cryptos in cold storage, please think about that seriously. Or if you can't afford a cold storage wallet, use something like Trust Wallet or something like that. Please don't use MetaMask. It's really risky, and I have had mine hacked from malware on my PC. All right. The buy flow, we've got money going into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. We've got Optimism, bullish on Optimism as well. WorldCoin, we have Shiba Inu, Cardano, Sui, and ICP. Very, very nice. And we're going to end up on X right now because there's a few interesting tweets I want to put out. Anyway, thank you to those 6,200 people on X. You guys absolutely rock. Do not invest in Bitcoin right here. It has no value. Invest in a solid company like a bank. This is New York Community Bank Corp, which has literally gone broke overnight. Their stock price plummeted 84%. Nuts. Crazy. The Wolf of Wall Street, thank you for this tweet. But another day, another bank collapse, which is not good. This is not good for banks, and we'll see what happens there. But Crypto Rover, bullish of your channel, mate. Altcoin season is almost here. We are in the altcoin season on the index, which is very, very interesting as well. So we could start to see money flowing into altcoins, everything that we actually love and enjoy. One of those is XRP. Can't wait. Next Bitcoin halving is 39 days away. We are not that far away. And yes, I will be at Wave of Innovation on the Gold Coast on the 23rd. For that crypto convention with absolute legends like Johnny Deaton, Crypto Erie. And there's a whole range of people coming down to this. This is going to be incredible. Look at these legends. Bill Morgan, fellow Aussie. Again, we've got Jeff Rubinoff right here. Bearable Bull's coming as well. That's going to be awesome. Ross Edwards. The main guy I'm wanting to see, obviously, is Johnny Deaton. I mean, this guy's been a pivotal integral part of the XRP lawsuit win against the SEC. Without him and those 75,000 XRP holders putting their case forward to the courts, would have been a very different story. And Mr. Gary Gensler would have gotten away with pretty much everything. Anyway, let's have a quick listen to Galaxy Digital CEO. Have a listen to this. Mike Novogratz.
Way stations and points on the road. 100,000 this year?
I think so. I really do. Again, I can't tell you if we're going to go through 69 in the next day, week, or 2 months. It wouldn't surprise me if we take it out, but it also wouldn't surprise me if we bounce between 58 and 69,000 until some of this buying gets digested, and then the next move up. It's really hard to say right now because there's just this almost like this runaway momentum in these ETFs. I mean, they've raised $7.5 billion of new capital, and it just keeps coming in.
Yeah, and yours, by the way, for our viewers, is the Invesco Galaxy Bitcoin ETF BTCO. Really quick, because again, Nikki Haley, she dropped out of the
prudency right now.
Anyway, I'm not going to get political on this, but that's pretty crazy, and I'm not going to get into Jim Cramer because who wants to talk about him? Anyway, Fear and Greetings as well, 75 earlier today. Very, very interesting stuff. And that is pretty much it, Bulls. I'm still remaining on utility. Real world utility is absolute king. And being patient, because everybody's impatient, everybody's fearful. Just chill out. Big things are coming. Never invest anything more than you can afford to lose. And make sure you take profits when this market absolutely explodes. Can't wait. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks very much. Join the Wall Street Bull University. I'll speak to everyone tomorrow. Have a good night, good afternoon, and a good morning. And if it's morning, have an espresso like I'm going to have now. All right, take care of yourselves, Bulls. Peace out.